Shark Bait, HooHa, and Thomas the Dank Engine to determine who is going to have the privilege of being wiped out of this league by Team Saltshaker next week. And for your Game 5 action, I'm joined once again by the wonderful Xmas Tree and everyone's favorite, 30. 30, good to have you with us.
Hey.
So to save a little bit of time, I think we'll just have you spectate once we get out of Champ Select.
Yeah,
we can,
go for it.
Yeah, we can relay the important info for you. Should be starting up pretty soon.
So 30, I'm assuming you had the rundown of what's happened in this series.
Yeah, we filled them in.
All right, well, here we go into Game 5. Bans coming out. Dan Kenshin taking away Tom Kench and Wukong with their first two.
Tom Kench, no surprise. It's like his main champ, hardcore for OG Dirty Mike. And we do have Fiora and the Jinx ban. Those have not changed all series at TDE, and TDE's last ban being Ari onto Viverette. They don't want any more picks being made with that. And last ban, coming in the next 10 seconds here, is going to be Zyra again, targeted at Thrifty Senpai. They've had basically the same bans this whole series. They haven't changed it at all. TDE picking up the Sivir. It's been pretty contested all night. But, I don't know, I know they wanted to take it away from Hibs, but kind of an interesting pick considering it didn't work out for them that well last time they were on it. Shark Bait coming out with Shyvana and Braum. Both obviously comfort champs again.
So that's going to be the first time we actually get to see Dubdrum play a Shyvana game since they had to forfeit that game 3 where he had it.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious to see how Dank Engine do this draft since, despite winning a game, Sharkbait have not changed their bans at all.
Yeah, Sharkbait's been completely fine with these 3 bans the entire time.
Has Thrifty been able to play Karthus every game, or was that the first game?
No, that was the first game he's played Karthus. And my assumption is, and I said this during the game, is that they've been putting a lot of pressure. The first 2 games, he went like 0-4, and then, I don't know, something similar.
He was very bad in those first 2 games.
I'm not sure he got a kill in either of the first 2 games. But if he did, it was like 1, maybe 2. Like, he was a very, very behind and almost a non-factor in some of those games. So I think his 4th game strat was literally, fuck it, they're going to target me anyway. I'm going to walk into their team and deal damage anyway.
Nice. He was a combined 1, 8, and 10 over those first 2 games. It's Lux and Oriana.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Lux and Anivia.
Anivia? Oh, Jesus. Wait, Lux, Anivia, Karthus?
Yeah.
Is he playing on a Season 2, like, League client?
he's living the dream, dude.
Jesus.
He just ignores the meta. But, so we do have Vi and Jonapix coming out for TDE, and we have a Malphite for Sharpbait top. Dirty Mike will be playing that, and another Caitlyn.
There's currently a 10% chance that Poppy gets locked in. Just so we're all clear on that. That's 10% more than most times he covers Poppy. So I'm curious to see what Thrifty Senpai thinks here. He's going to have to go for a decent damage dealer mid.
Yeah.
And the Oriana, that's solid enough damage. I like those picks. Those are good picks. Ori's good blinds. on the wind is good at Irelia.
Yeah, Ori with a Vi is always good too for the ball delivery.
Yeah, I actually think that's a pretty good steal too, because Ori and Sharkbait's comp would have been really good.
Yeah, Viverette hasn't tried to go for Ori all night, surprisingly.
Hmm.
There's
Yeah, he
plenty of
stayed away
opportunities
from it.
available to him.
Man. Yasuo would also work really well here too. Yeah, this might be a good pick.
He also played Yasuo in Game 3, and in the 5 minutes we actually got to see of that game, he did get a kill onto Senpai. So
And gonna stick with that Yasuo, so this should be exciting to see in a full game of action. And some real nice knockups from to work with too. The Shyvana, the Malphite, the Braum.
yeah, he's got a lot of options.
A lot of pressure going to be on him because he opted to pick this champ instead of picking an AP. So the magic damage gonna be coming from Shyvana and Malphite. No traditional AP damage dealer, to say the least.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna come back to bite them. Their comp scales really well though. The skills I think a little bit better than TDE's. So I don't know if the magic damage will matter at that point.
I think it will. But it's really tough to
Malphite,
say.
Shyvana is like tons of magic. Well, not tons, but like half and half.
Shyvana's 50-50, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Vi and Aurelia will be building. They could build Thornmails in the late game, so yeah, that could mitigate a good chunk of Viveret's damage and Hibs.
Yeah, although Vivet does get free armor pen on his ult, so that should help him a little bit. Obviously, not the rest of his team. I don't think we'll see as aggressive of an early game as we did last game, though.
You never do in Game 5.
But what if they did?
I'm going to ask you a really important question about where we're going to see the early aggression. Which lane are we going to see first blood
on? Not top lane.
You're wrong. 100% wrong.
Are you
serious? If you would have actually done your research on this series, you would know that it's guaranteed to be in top lane because all 4 of our games have had first blood happen in top lane. I believe almost all of them 1v1.
But has it been Aurelia versus Malphite?
The last one was Irelia versus Tom Kench. It's been
who got the first blood?
On the Winds did? Yeah, barely. He got out with like 15 health.
Okay. Well, I didn't do research on the series. Obviously, I've been in Alabama for quite a while. Okay. And I just looking at the 2 champions, I don't think there's gonna be any kills up there. If anything, it's gonna be mid lane, maybe. I don't know. They're all like really safe lanes. Like Thrifty's even taking exhaust against Viverette. Bottom lane is a farm fest. I don't think anything's gonna happen there. Has Dubdrum's never gone Shyvana the series? You said
he had it in Game 3, which they had a forfeit after the 6 minutes or so.
Okay, well, I always say like try to take Dubdrum out early when he goes for a Devourer champ. Like you have to put pressure into the jungle, and I've seen Milk do that in the past. He plays a lot of early game junglers. I mean, he plays Lee Sin and Vi like all the time, and Rek'Sai. So I think they need to get in there. If anything, I want Milk to get first blood on Dubdrum.
Yeah, that would help them out.
That would help their comp significantly. Like then that leaves them like so much open time to sort of control the mapping and get some more dragons under their belt.
Do you guys think we're going to finally get Sharkbait's goal of an 80-minute game?
I hope not.
There's actually a small part of me that is. Like, I survived it But you guys don't know what it's like. I just want to share that experience with you two, my friends, to cast an 80-minute game.
Swift, it's 12:30 where I am. I don't want an 80-minute game.
No one's forcing you to be here, Tree. What I thought. It's alright, so we're in this loading screen, folks. I'd ask who Twitch chat's rooting for, but I already know who Twitch chat's rooting for.
Who are they rooting for?
Thomas the Dank Engine.
Why is that?
Because they were spamming the TDE take our energy meme earlier.
Okay. Classic Twitch chat.
That's all I need to know. And it's worked. Ever since that meme, they've won more games than they've lost.
So okay, this could be a reverse sweep, right?
This would technically be a reverse sweep, yes.
Right. If you don't think, I mean, obviously it's a loss, right? They forfeited the game. It's still a loss, but it's not like a true reverse sweep in a sense. They didn't
It's
really.
going to go down in the record books as a reverse sweep.
Right, and that's all that really matters. But do you think if Madam Strike was still in this series, this would have been a 3-0?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would. I'm not sure.
Because by the sounds of it, the first two games were pretty convincing, and
They were very convincing, but they were also playing very stereotypical sitter comps in those first two games. And then in game 3, they were playing a kitey disengaged comp. They were playing a lot of comfort champions, but the hard opposite type of comp.
Okay.
Yeah, after the first two games, Sivir started becoming a very contested pick. It's always been either picked or banned since game 3 by TDE.
Okay.
I would say it's probably 60% likely that it would have been a game 3 win by Sharkbait.
I mean, it must be tough on the nerves.
Gonna be not too late to this push. He's gonna be able to walk out, and I'm going to actually jump it in for funsies.
Yeah, that's not going to get them anywhere. They'll just back.
Oh.
And they're gonna just walk out of this.
Yeah, just walk it out.
And despite all 5 being seen, no one on Sharkbait gonna go for any forward wards. Kind of a mistake there.
I can't imagine the morale of Sharkbait right now. I mean, that's really tough. Obviously, when you lose a player in a series like that, and you were doing so well, and it seemed like you had all the momentum in the series, and you were gonna win 3-0, and then forfeit a game, right? Which sucks. No one wants to not play a game, and then go what was that? Almost a 60-minute game and lose like sort of at a dragon team fight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they sort of came out swinging here, but their comp doesn't really allow them to do that. So I think they're just going to play really safe again, and I think that might be a trap for them. Like, they're just going to play really passive and complacent.
Well, we will see. But as this game starts, we got some Shyvana Malphite to some Funsum up in the top lane.
This bottom bush.
Oh, man. Direct the camera. You gonna show it to me? Oh, Zaku, my man, you're getting stunned.
That's gonna be the stun.
You're taking a lot of damage. And Zaku's gonna have to be really fortunate he's able to walk out of that one. Actually, I don't think Hibs and Destiny microed as aggressively as they should have in that fight. Or they should have been able to force a summoner.
Front.
Yeah, why did Hibs not take enough, more damage from Salvo? Salvo just should have been free hitting that whole time.
Also, why did Hibs Q during that fight?
Oh, at level 1, it's probably worth the Q. But actually, a big fight in this mid lane. Thrifty's got to be careful, though, because Vibrat has an Ignite. Vibrat's flashing it and using it. And Thrifty trying to heal, but the Ignite gonna give up a level 2 first blood. Oh, this is not good for Dank Engine.
Oh my god. Did Vibrat hit 2 off of that?
I'll rewatch it and find out.
I'm not sure. Thrifty Senpai is 2, so I think they were both 2.
That was good. That was a cool outplay though.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And Thrifty's
No, they were
gotta
both
be.
2 the whole time.
And all Thrifty can buy off of that is level 1 boots. Not a single consumable to go with them.
Oh, that's such a bad buy for mid against Yasuo.
I don't even know if he should have done that. I think he should have
No.
maybe just bought wards and pots.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this top lane, on the wind's taking a lot of damage, but OG Dirty Mike is being creeped.
And maybe even a flask might have been alright here. I don't know. Like, I think you just had to turn this to a farm lane and just like lose a little bit of CS if he gets zoned out. Yeah, man, he's hitting really hard.
This is exactly what happened in Game 3 when they had this exact same matchup. They both got super low, and Alice just barely died to a kite.
And now Alice is that low without any health potions, while Vivaret has 2 being drank right now and 2 more in his inventory.
He's got that lucky brawler's glove, man. Watch out.
I will start watching out. Thank you for the notice. And a Dundrum flashing over the wall at a 50 Senpai. He's being sent under his tower. And he barely walked out of this one.
Oh.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, they missed an auto there. I don't know. It seemed like they had to have missed an auto there. Like he wanted to give the kill over to Vivaret.
Yeah. They could have even stayed and taken the tower a little longer. They were plenty safe to. So a big, big break for Thrifty Senpai that could have really sent this game spiraling out of control.
Yeah, good exhaust out of Thrifty. I think putting the exhaust on Dubdrum there was the smart idea.
Yeah, I think you are probably right on that one.
Oh man, look at the CS difference going down in bottom lane for inhibs.
That is really, really bad for Salvo to have your 2 star carries, one of them down a kill and some EXP, and the other one down almost 20 CS.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I feel like Janna Sivir can go toe to toe with this lane.
Yeah, the last 2 games, Hibbs has been putting down tons of pressure as this Caitlyn early game, and he's been getting ahead in CS because of it.
Here comes Devout now, forcing a flash on him, and then he's flashing himself. A lot of summoners being traded. Hibbs going to barely miss this knockup, but Salvo with a flash to secure the kill. And that's going to neutralize this major CS advantage.
That was some good persistence. Like they chased that really far, and Salvo with a good flash Q to finish it off.
Yeah, that's really big. Salvo needed that. I mean, he's still down gold despite that.
Ooh, that turret shot.
Yeah, at least he might be able to come back with...
Sorry, I actually misread there. Salvo's slightly up. I actually think he should have called for Milk to stay for another wave there, so that he could have gotten the gold for a BF sword.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, like you forced the enemy AD out of lane, like you can stay for another wave and then go back get the BF, and now you can start winning trades definitively.
And with your jungler there, you can feel confident doing it.
Wind obviously seeing that a dive attempt top lane.
Do top laners like always feel when they get pushed in the tower that they're gonna get dove? Like they live in a constant state of fear.
Have you ever watched Dyrus play?
Imagine the 24/7 fuckfest bottom, but you only need one extra person to do it instead of everybody. That's top lane.
Oh jeez.
For what it's worth, it's a good thing he had his dive sense tingling because he was about to be dope.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, do all top laners like they come with that superhero ability?
The
top lane dive
on the wind, flashing forward, but he gets a flash on a 30 Mike on the exchange. Meanwhile, Devout Milk showing up in this mid lane, but Dubdrum is near. Assaulted Battery goes on to Vivaret, but Vivaret going to go down to Thrifty Senpai, and Dubdrum taking a lot of damage here as well. Some nice chase coming out of Thrifty, and there's the slow onto Dub. Devout Milk waiting on a Q cooldown, but he barely gonna get the knock aside on the Dubdrum. And now Thrifty Senpai flashes forward, gets an auto. This is so close.
But that mana? Oh, nice.
A second kill for Thrifty Senpai, though.
Once again, TDE with the persistence. Like they're chasing for these kills for so long, but it's paying out.
Yeah, they're not.
I would have given out both of those kills. I probably would have just stepped back and be like, okay, we got the summoners.
Now Dirty Mike goes for a bit of a face check, but he's got friends in the area. On the Wind is probably going a little deep here. Thrifty Senpai is very far away with no mana.
No flash
He's gonna
too, yeah. The,
Come and
one more
try to sit
auto.
down a slow field.
Oh! Misses the winter
Oh,
spike.
Oh, there's
no.
the unstoppable force out of Dirty Mike. Now Thrifty Senpai has joined this fight with no mana. This could be bad for Dank Engine, but actually, on the win turns on the Dirty Mike, and somehow this is going to be a 1-for-1.
Alice, walk away. You have no mana. What are you doing?
And while all this was going on, Salvo and Zaku have abused the 2v1 and made some nice health trades happen in the spot lane.
Vivert almost got 2 kills there, but the Milk was able to get away with a sliver of health. But he had to get back and try to help his team. Thrifty was cleaning up, man. So Thrifty's right back in this game now, 2-1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, mid laners are essentially dead even. Very unlucky fight for Sharkbait HooHa.
Yeah, but I mean, Viveret is still big on Yasuo. So this mid lane's these are the 2 stacked players on the map right now.
Diamond v Diamond.
That kind of feels like the way a Game 5 should play out, right? When I wrote this script last weekend, this is how I wrote it out.
You should have written more for us to talk about in the hour break.
Yeah,
That
all
was
right.
Game 3.
You take
we need to
a
get
dive
30
in mid
opinions on
lane. I'm paying
Crabcock
you
real
big
fast?
money.
30, how do you feel about Crab Cock?
Crab guy? What do you mean? Like,
Crab
was he...
cock. Like
Oh,
crab, like the animal with the pincers, cock, like the thing between your legs.
Oh, I saw this on there's some post about it, some competition we were gonna do.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay, that's all we needed to know.
Okay.
So this game, back to about a 1,200 gold lead in TDE's favor. Been a bit more explosive so far than I expected. Big time roams, hard committed fights.
They did Sharkbait picked up that dragon there, but Dum Dum did not have Devourer, so no stacks for him.
And on the wind in this top lane, putting down a ton of damage on his Dirty Mike. Might be able to force him back. And now Devout Milk showing up and a nice shockwave onto Vivra, and he's assaulted, he's battered, and he is dead.
That was the same exact gank, like literally the same paths they took, and Vivra could have stopped all of that if he windwalled a little bit earlier.
Can you win wall the Oriana ball?
Yeah.
It'll stop it from moving.
Yeah, and he did it too late. The ball went past the wind wall, and yeah, that's all right though. Like
that's an unlucky play.
yeah, luck or noobs. Here we go.
Oh baby, this is a
Wind
big
and
time fight
danger.
on the win. I don't know what he can do here.
He's going to his team.
Not have a flash ability. No, he actually that stun was big league,
Uh huh.
and he's walking out.
Well, no, that's good heads up on a Dub Drum and Dirty Mike. They would have walked into them dying. Both of those guys died into 3 members of TDE.
So Wind walks out, and Thrifty takes the mid lane tower. Oh, wait, can we talk about the fact that Devout Milk has literally been mid at all points in this game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why doesn't TSM do that shit? I mean, Devout Milk's in silver, and he can pull that off from his star mid laner. What's wrong with Santorin?
All right, yeah. I mean, okay, Milk. If you rewatch his VOD, like you just got complimented. You're better than Santorin.
If you tried out for TSM, you'd have my vote as a TSM fan, straight off.
Pick Vi, gank mid lane. That sounds easy.
Well, I mean, it's not hard.
I think that would sound easy. So, Tree, let's talk about our favorite item build we talked about earlier today. The Pickaxe Berserkers on an
What
Iroh
the
Gibbs that was
fuck?
up so much early.
What's wrong with that?
It's a sign that things went very badly in your lane. Like, imagine when you're like 16, you're in a few honors and AP classes, you're really thinking about how good your life is going to be, and then you go to school and you fail a class in your first semester. You've never done that before. And then suddenly, like, your third semester, you fail out, you drop out, and you start smoking weed, and all of a sudden you're 30 and you never really got your life back on track. You're still working at the gas station. You wonder, where did it all go wrong? That's Iroh Heads right now.
That is so not true. But let's talk about what's going on right
That is
now.
very true, because Dirty Mike is also true. The walking out of this fight.
Oh my god.
No, the Green Spy is fine. He's up in his lane and he bought it to harass more. He's trying to push his advantage.
But now Devout Milk, a little deep, he's going to walk up, and On the Wind is the one that's got to be scared here. He is probably not got a way out of this one. And he flashes the unstoppable! Oh!
What
Yeah.
rank is he?
Kyle!
What rank is
So
Kyle?
Silver or gold
No, he's
5, I
gold.
don't know. Gold
I
5?
think he's mid gold by now.
Alright, gold
Is he
3.
plat? Is he plat now?
No.
Just from that play?
He
Does that
just
just
flashed
give you
the
plat?
Malphite ults. It's just that they had so many ways onto him, and they couldn't get any of them.
I feel like desperation's setting in for Sharkbait. They're trying these really like long ganks that are not working out. It's really just wasting their time because I think they just need to farm it out here.
Yeah, they've got the Wombo team fights, but they're not going for full team fights. They're just going for these little skirmishes.
Yeah, and they don't have enough CC built in with the Shyvana ganks to finish up on that.
Yeah, like the fight they want to waste everything on is this dragon fight in a minute.
You're right, exactly. And Dubdrum has done this so many times. Sharkbait as a team has done this so many times. They pick a comp like this, like these exact champions, and they just farm it out, and they fight the dragon when it's off cooldown, and that's it. And then you just get to 40 minutes, and you have a super big Dubdrum on Shyvana. I don't know why they're not doing that again. They probably still are, but I feel like a couple of these ganks were unnecessary.
Maybe they're just tilting.
Oh, see, that's what I was trying to say earlier. I think they're not in the best place right now, mentally.
I probably wouldn't be. Like, I
Yeah.
would understand it.
When you have to bring in a sub and forfeit a game when you were 2-0.
All I'm
Yeah.
going to say is Guerrilla Radio has no sympathy on this subject. We have empathy, but we have no sympathy.
I like Milk right now. 005. He's been ganking a lot, and that's what I wanted out of him. And he's got
Yeah.
Warrior and Chance, and he's doing great.
I've actually been very impressed by Milk this series. He might be the best performing player on Dank Engine today. Until he gets caught out right here and walks right out because he's a madman and does what
I'm
he
not
wants.
sure if that was. Oh, he didn't have sight there. That was just an escape. I wasn't sure if he was
on the
trying to
way-
hit Malphite.
Does not have a teleport up, so I don't know why so many members are in here. And Development goes in for the steal, but he does not get it. He's going to have to waste the flash here. But he's going to get killed over the wall. A big-time kill for Vivra. And now Zaku being knocked up by the Dirty Mike. He's going to flash out, and he's going to be able to walk out of this one. But On the Wind is pressuring a second tower in this top lane. And now a teleport out of Dirty Mike.
Alright, I mean, that was a good follow-up kill. Like, they punished Milk trying to flash in and steal it. That's pretty obvious, and they chase a little bit. They'll answer with a mid tower, but man, On the Wind, he put a lot of pressure up top.
He did.
Actually, I think still TD, or
actually.
Sharkbait still came out ahead on that because you have Shyvana with Sated. Or
Yeah,
with
definitely.
Devour, so.
It was only about a third of the health on that top lane tower I just checked. So it wasn't anything too major. Ultimately a 1-for-1 tower trade, which Sharkbait got a better tower. Salvo, you need to stop letting creeps die. You need to hit that tower. That was a Salvo play to not be hitting that tower the whole time, to think that no one was going to come stop him.
Yeah, they need whatever advantages.
Extra tower there, that would have been a much better trade, obviously.
Yeah.
So mistake from Salvo.
Well, it's look like they're just putting more resources bottom here to try and fix that.
But yeah, the tower's super low. I mean, they don't have to do much work to secure it. But Hibbs is showing up, and that's a pretty tough champion to push on.
You do have the ping mid lane looking for that Yasuo.
Oh, Thrifty Senpai,
Thrifty
where you at,
and
brah?
Irelia collapsing. Thrifty Senpai with a nice two-man shockwave. On the Wind gonna get a kill on Vivra, but a 1-for-1 as more members of Sharkbait show up. Kills for the Yasuo and the Irelia. And now Iroh Hibbs being engaged on taking very low. Assault and Battery goes down and exhaust as well. The Belt Mount might be all that they need. Now Salvo showing up. He has not popped his ultimate yet.
Why not? Why
That
not?
Glacial Fissure!
And they both walk out?
Oh man, I don't know if that's an outplay for Sharkbait or just a total misplay for TDE. That should have been a dead Iroh Hibbs.
Yeah, Salvo
Teleport.
had his ult that entire time.
And there's
fuck
the
is
on
this?
the hunt.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
A Dirty Mike being jumped over the wall on, and he's going to be taken out. by
Oh
the
dude, push
boomerang
that mid.
sword.
Push that mid dub jump. You can't get there. Push the ad. Oh man.
And now Destiny goes for a dumb face check. He has the flash under his tower, but he's still going to die to Thrifty Senpai. Now Vivaret being exhausted, Thrifty flashing out, and Hibbs and Vivaret putting out a lot of damage. And here comes the dump drop. Meanwhile, Zaku is trying to solo push this bot lane. I'm sorry, Salvo's with him. They're both coming in, and now Sharkbait have to be careful. Salvo with an Infinity Edge. A dangerous target, and they're all going to just disengage.
What the fuck was the last minute?
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to process that right now. Like, I liked what Dubdub was doing. He's pushing that mid lane and comes down to join in. I don't know. I don't know really what happened there. Like, all I know is that tons of summoners were burned.
Yeah.
This next dragon fight, or wait, oh, Baron's up in a minute. When's dragon up?
We still got a while.
We still got a while. Well, Flash will still be down.
So actually,
Okay.
not as long as I thought.
Well, I mean, let's just go back to the very beginning. So Fail Destiny and Hibbs getting ganked there. I think they actually played that really well. The Glacial Fissure alone was amazing, and I think they played it as best as they could. And for some reason, Sharkbait didn't get the kill. And then the fight that happened over the Tri-Bush, I can't explain that. I thought that teleport out on the wind was a little crazy, but the Sivir ult was good.
I actually missed the start of that because I was rewinding to see if Salvo's ult was up from earlier when we were complaining. But talking about On the Wind's teleports, they've actually been pretty bad tonight. I've been very surprised because he's normally been the cream of the crop for SBL teleporting. And he's had very few good ones all night.
Yeah, that's exactly that one. That one was such an overreach, I thought.
Alright, so
Zaku
being attempted. Zaku gets stunned. Salvo's got to go trade onto him. And only now Thrifty Senpai being knocked up with the tip. Thrifty Senpai doing what he can to run out, but the shockwave not going to go off. And another kill for Vivaret, who has 100% of his team's kills at 5 and 3.
Alright, so Vivaret's entering the zone, the Yasuo zone. That was, at this point, he can't get in range.
A big fight on the wind, gonna secure the solo kill just as his jungler shows up. Meanwhile, Hibbs Destiny gonna get a nice take on this bot lane tower. And now Glacial Fissure being popped, Exhaust going onto Hibbs, and Vivaret on the flank. Hibbs picks up his first kill of the game, Vivaret his 6th.
Look at that map. That was a great map awareness out of Vivaret. I saw him walk down through the jungle, and I could just picture his face like, yeah, I'm gonna get double kill.
And that's a free dragon for him.
And that's a 3rd dragon of the game. This is turning into an issue.
Yeah, I don't. Dubdrum's just up right now. He has 7 seconds.
Oh, that's true. That's gonna be
he needs to hit it at least once, man. Like it's really not worth it.
He also needs to be there for the smite because Devout Milk is there, and that's not enough time for Salvo to spawn. He's gonna get to that dragon before it would die.
Yeah. Yeah, TDE has some alright vision set up around the pit, but so does Sharkbait. Sharkbait's gonna need to clear some vision out before this happens.
Or they're gonna just kill OG Dirty Mike, who comes in out way too greedy of a flank, and he goes down for nothing. That is a huge ultimate off the map.
Yeah, and they had to give it up.
And that is so big to push back this dragon timer.
Yeah, to get their first dragon.
Yeah, that's what TDE needs to keep this game going.
So gold, essentially dead even. Dragon's only different by 1. It's turning into an exciting game 5, boys.
Yeah. Oh, on the wind.
Going a little deep there. He gets stunned up, and he's taking a lot of damage. With Thrifty Senpai with the ball. A lot of zoning bid. But Dubdrum, you're a little deep, my man. Dubdrum, you're dead, my man. And now Destiny's jumping over the wall, but an exhaust on Iroh Hibbs, who's flashing out of this fight. But Vivaret really wants for it. A one-man knockup hits Salvo. But Salvo's walking backwards and a nice Orianna ultimate. Oh, this is bad for Sharkbait.
Oh, man.
Dang, had to turn and clean up almost everything. Only Hibbs makes it out of this fight now.
Oh, man, that's going to set Sharkbait back so much. Such a sloppy initiation, man. Dubdrum goes down for free before the fight even begins. And instantly after the Malphite ult, Zaku had the most brilliant Janna ult. And Oh man, that just went perfectly.
That
Zaku
Janna
even
ult
waited.
was
He waited
amazing.
for Yasuo to hit his ult too. Knocked them both out and then set up Thrifty for like a 3-man shockwave. Everything went right for TDE there, and everything went wrong for Sharkbait.
Holy shit.
I know I said Devout Milk was the guy who's probably impressed me the most on TDE this series. Zaku might be seconds. And I never thought I would live in a world where I could say that in the best of 5.
But he's also... That Morgana game was also very, very poor. I think
That's
it's
true.
honestly been dependent on which champion he's playing. Like, he's very much a person who's just, like, super, super used to certain champions.
It seems like he might be a little swingy too, like consistency-wise. Like some
definitely
games
is.
he's doing shit like that, like team-winning Janna ults, or other games he's playing really passive and not making an impact. At least in the laning phase, he's never been like a very good laner in my mind. Like he doesn't play
I
to
agree.
win the lane, but man, his team fighting right now is so extraordinary.
And that's really been Dank Engine's strength most of this season. When they've won, it's been off of good team fights.
Yeah, especially when your AD insta-locks Jinx practically every game. You kind of get used to like, yeah, we're gonna farm this out.
So, I gotta say I was not assuming one of their ways for winning these team fights is literally let Yasuo ult, and then ult him away with Janna.
That's
I
really
never would have
good.
thought
Yeah.
of that.
Well,
How come no one was ever doing that versus Zhao Wei Zhao? It's that easy.
oh shit, was that the counterplay? Is it Zhao is Zhao?
No one ever figured it out.
Oh Jesus. Well,
Zaku, my man, you should have been LCS.
yeah, it's too late now. Ripperoni.
We could just delete this VOD and then no one would know but the 16 viewers.
Oh man, so Sharkbait. Oh god, it just hurts to watch that team fight because if they played that just a little bit better, if Dubdrum hadn't have gone in too early, that was a wombo combo
Oh,
waiting
I'm
to
so
happen.
scared for Thrifty because he's getting double, triple ultimate. And Zaku's doing what he can. But I hear
The same fight!
Wave! Oh my god, we're disengaging this. How in the hell are they gonna seriously not lose anybody?
No!
Holy
Give
shit.
Zaku a fucking medal, dude. Holy shit. That's the exact same fight. We've had 2 of the exact same ganks, and we have 2 of the exact same team fights, man.
And now there's 5 men here and they can't even do anything about it because On the Wind has pushed the creeps to the second fucking tower!
Ah!
Step 1, let Yasuo ult. Step 2, fuck you Yasuo, I'm Janna.
So we got a tower trade happening here. Out of all of that crazy fighting,
Wait, in the same lane? What
it's
the
an
fuck?
outer for an inner.
In the
and
same lane?
Probably On the Wind's life.
What the Mike? Dirty Mike flashed over the wall with no ultimate?
And On the Wind, nope, just kidding. He's gonna just flash out,
What?
jump the Destiny. Thanks for the help, my man.
Oh, dude,
We'll
that
see you
is
in the next one.
that is what tilt is made of, dude. That was a tilt flash right there.
You think they're tilting?
Oh my god, yes, dude. After that fight, okay, like after the first one, that's like, you know, we fucked up the team fight, shame on us, right? That was pretty bad. The second one, you do the exact same motherfucking shit, and look what happened.
Oh, it's Thrifty. Zimmerek gets caught being greedy. Now he's down to 6 and 5. And God, is Thrifty getting big this game.
Jumpman
Wow.
is kind of out of this game right now. Like he has 141 CS and he has the 2 core items for Devourer Shyvana, but he doesn't have the resistances. Did you see how much that QW combo did on him? Nearly
Duncan
half of his
is
health.
Currently sitting on 2k gold. He needs to go spend that because he
Yeah.
needs tank spot stats. A 27-minute Shyvana with just a jungle item and 4. You're gonna just get laughed at by the damage of the
Yeah.
other team.
It's not enough right now. There's so much damage for TDE. Thrifty's in such a good place right now. He really just needs to keep hitting 2 to 3 man
But there we go.
shots.
Thrifty
Oh
step by
my
again
God.
being engaged on, but I think this might be the time he does. No, he's just walking out, and he gets off a bunch of ball and damage in there. And it's a 2 for 3 in favor of Dank Engine. What the hell?
Oh my god. I dare to say that was all practically the same team fight again. It's like a fucking flowchart, man. Like it's scientific at this point. Did you see what happens? Malphite ults in. Step 1. Yasuo was like, yeah, I'll follow that shit in. Step 3, Janna ults.
Step 4 question mark, step 5 profit.
And then the Melk always ults the carry. He always ults like Hibbs or like Vivaret, and then Thrifty lands a shockwave, like a 3-man shockwave at minimum.
And Thrifty didn't even get a shockwave off in that fight. It was still
he did?
down.
Well,
no,
shit,
I thought he did. That's even crazier. Look how much damage he did, and there was no fucking shockwave. And they still won that fight.
Oh, dude, at this point, if you lost the fight and Ariana didn't even shockwave, man, like I don't know.
Alright, I know Blab was joking in chat, but is the actual strat to make sure you get Janna and one of the carries in these ults in order to not let her ult you away? Is that what has to happen?
So sometimes you see it in competitive play, and it's kind of rare. I've only seen it. Okay,
We gotta fight
That's
bring out a
shockwave,
3-man shockwave and hit both of the carries yet again. Devout Melt going very deep, but Salvo's in a lot of danger. He has to flash out of this fight. I lost track of 50 Senpai, but a lot of damage going on to Sharkbait here. Dirty Mike gonna turn, and he's going to get a kill on the Salvo, but I don't think that changes things. This is a 2 for 3 with Braum zoned out, and Thrifty and Devout Melt trying to finish this off. Meanwhile, Braum getting killed by On the Wind, who is now godlike. A 2 for 4 with Malphite zoned out and a second Dragon of the game for Dank Engine.
Oh man, they're getting so like they really want to force these fights. Sharkbait does, but I don't think they need to right now. They shouldn't.
You know what Salva's doing?
What?
He's pulling a week 2 me. Or week 1.
What is he doing?
He's going full support Sivir.
Yeah, and no one's really touching him except for that last fight. Like I don't think he was expecting the turnaround Malphite ult because he was probably assuming it was used in the fight.
Yeah.
And it was not.
And the best thing for him at this point is even if they go all in on killing Salvo, he has a combined 19 and 5 from his 2 solo lanes.
Oh yeah,
that are going to destroy these fights.
Oh yeah, Sharkbait has to ignore Salvo. Salvo is like the least of their worries right now.
Yeah.
And Drew, to go back to what you were saying, that they really should try to pick out Zaku. Like
They have to get him and a carry. It has to be that way.
Yeah, put Vision around the Baron, because we all know that's the next step for TDE, right? TDE is going to go to Baron, they're going to bait it out. If you walk into Baron, you're going to get Shockwaved, right? So they can't do that. If you ward up Baron and try to get a pick on Zaku right now, get the pick! Alright, but as I was saying before, you see this in competitive, sometimes rarely, you see competitive support players buy Quicksilver Sash on Janna, because that's how important Janna ults are.
Hey, 30, before the action starts up, can I ask you a Janna question?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Rabadon's death gap on support, Janna?
Oh, it's amazing. If you're ahead on support Janna, buy a death cap. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude.
I knew it was good because of the AD scaling and the slow scaling, but I thought...
Yeah. I honestly think Janna has the best AD scaling.
Going in here. We got Irelia flanking. This is actually looking like a really good fight. Vivaret being engaged on Vivaret, taking a lot of damage. Vivaret going down before he gets it open off. And Malphite is dead too. Now Dubdrop dying in the middle of all of the Dank engines. This is, such a good fight. Now Hibbs cannot get out of this one. 1 for 4.
Yeah, that's game.
And they can take anything they want out of this. Destiny exhausted, being chased, being slowed. He should make it out of this one.
I don't know if they can come back from this right now. It's this hurts to watch, I think. Like this I didn't see the first 4 games, but I can tell this is sad for Sharkbait.
It really is, because they looked so good in those first 2 games. And obviously there's plenty of teams capable of turning things around. Dank Engine's done it all season within games. But you have to think that 3 shots with your starting top laner, including a game where he was playing his Lulu, that you probably would have won.
Did he play Lulu both games?
He got Lulu in game 3, the one that they had a forfeit.
They have to leave this Baron.
Oh my god, Salvo kills. No, he's trying to finish it.
This is bad. This is actually could be Baron for Sharkbait.
Oh man.
They're all here. No, they're turning. They want the fight now. On the witness here. Everyone is here.
No.
But a red team's here. Now Devout Mel's going in. Oh, this is not a good fight for TDE. On the Wind's going so tunnel vision out of this Vivaret. And he's going to get him. I guess tunnel vision works. And then... Oh! 50 Senpai. Gonna die.
Oh, man.
Baron up Sharkbait.
His butthole is so clenched right now.
And now Salvo has to on the hunt to get away from Dubdrum here.
Champion mastery.
they shouldn't get anything too huge off of this. But that is a big turning point. Gold League cut down to 3.5K and lower once they complete some of this Baron sieging.
This was a pretty easy closeout for TDE. Like there's a small miscalculation on Baron turns into a pretty big gold loss there, or a lead loss, I should say.
Can I just take a moment to say that popping heal to try to finish off solo tanking Baron is the most salvo thing I've ever imagined. That I've never imagined until now.
No, I agree. Let's all agree that was a very salvo move. Oh man, Hibbs has to get out of here.
Oh, but Hibbs, he's taking very low. He gets destroyed. A kill goes over to salvo.
Oh man.
And that is going to neutralize so much of this Baron threat.
All right. So 2 miscalculations right in a row. The Baron miscalculation and then staying in the mid lane for Sharkbait. That's 28 seconds without Caitlyn to clear the waves.
And that should let them reset
but
both
they
of
have
these side lanes
this
if they
is
play right.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it sucks that they couldn't get that tier 2 mid.
Yeah, but now they're going from sieging mid lane while both side lanes are pushing with Baron to presumably having all lanes pushed out and trying to push a lane with no pressure advantage across the map.
Is it really?
Or they're going to just fight because someone back and OG Dirty Mike is getting an OG Dirty Mike. Although Shockwave misses and he ults out.
Oh man.
That's a fairly big save right now.
Okay. Alt for alt. Doesn't those? I mean, the cooldowns for those at this point in the game are pretty negligible. They'll be back up for the next fight. But yeah, this Baron is at this point kind of wasted. Like with Hibbs staying a little too far in the mid lane.
You know why I'm glad we went to Game 5 and had all this happen? Strictly so we could see these fucking Janna ults.
Oh god, yeah, they've been making my support boner pretty hard. Like this is some pretty divine support play.
Is this Zaku's best game ever?
I mean,
yes.
Just from those like 3 Janna ults I've seen alone, yeah. Oh,
here comes
on
the hunt though. The Shibata is way too far away. He will not get into this fight. Even though Dank, no, on the win is actually on Iroh Hibbs. That is a huge kill on the back line. He flashes out, but it's not enough to flash boomerang. Oh, Salvo, you sexy bearded beast.
Oh, let's look at bottom lane. Dub jumps down there. He's putting pressure on an inhib tower right now.
On the win,
South the backs. South the backs.
No, on the win's trying to. On the win's just trying to get into Fog of War so we can teleport. And there it goes. Teleport out of the tower. No one around to stop it. But Thrifty's got to be careful, or OG.
Oh, so split.
Shit, look at TDE. Where's Salvo and Zaku? Where is he right now?
This is so split. What the
going deep. And now On the Wind's gonna die for no reason.
Oh man.
Are they trying to throw this game?
Yeah, what is up? And this is a live dragon. This is Dragon going to Sharkbait right now.
Yeah, it's a free dragon.
Yeah, and that's gonna get Dragon lead 3-2. So the longer this game goes on, we might see the 5th dragon win condition here. And 5th dragon on Sharkbait's team comp is really good. All right, so this is only a 2K gold lead for TDE at this point. But look at the kills. Like, they're so definitively winning all of these fights, but they're losing towers.
Yeah, and they got to be careful because they can't afford to keep losing these fights forever. So one thing I want to note again, this game seems like the 3rd or 4th time I've had to say this, but Dank Engine, 4 upgraded trinkets, Sharkbait, 2. Neither of them reds.
Wait, what would you say? The non-upgraded reds on Sharkbait?
Yeah, they only have 2 upgraded
Trinkets in general.
4.
Oh yeah, no, that's terrible. I can't believe that fucking Failed Destiny doesn't have an upgraded sweeper right now. It's hurting me to look at it. Actually I don't want to take anything away from Failed Destiny because I think he's been playing Braum to the best of his abilities this game. He's had some pretty good glacial fissures and he's doing his best to try to save people, but there's too many damage threats. Like On the Wind pretty much kills Hibbs every fight, and there's just really nothing you can do against that. When you have Mike in Dub Jump diving in on the opposite carries, you sort of have to sacrifice your 2, 6, and 8 Caitlyn at this point. If anything, Failed Destiny needs to stay on Viverette and kite for him.
Bait push. They might be. Oh no! On the Wind gets the ward off.
Oh no!
Too badly. But On the Wind's going very deep. Otherwise has to flash out. I'm not too sure what he was thinking, but the Malphite ult is down. This is a really, really split fight, but it's going good for Sharkbait. It looks like Thrifty Senpai gonna be the next casualty. Iroh hits it down. Now Salvo, a nice play from Vivaret.
Oh my god.
Slowly mop up this fight. A
Vivaret.
triple kill for Vivaret and
Oh.
a 1-for-4 for Sharkbait, who took a gold lead. And they have a lot of time on this power play to take an inhibitor.
Oh man, the Vivaret was the star of that team fight. That's for sure, man. He was gliding everywhere. There was a good Malphite ult, only a single target though on Thrifty Senpai, but the John ult didn't seem to have the effect that it did last time. Did Zaku miss his John ult there? Like, did he not time it correctly?
Catch it.
I don't think he timed it correctly because Vivaret got the free ult on Thrifty.
This game is happening. This game is real life.
This game is real life, but TDE is still not out of this. I don't think, but what I said in Champ Select, dude, Sharkbait's team comp skills way better. I don't think the magic damage was a thing. I really don't think that was a concern.
TDE has been getting so split in these fights.
I don't know. That was a pretty fair fight. That was a straight 5v5, and they almost had a really good choke point for the shockwave there, but before they could get off their wombo, Sharkbait preemptively womboed them.
But they're gonna start the Baron here.
Oh, the ward's in the
Mike's in
pit.
base, but he has a teleport available. He is currently home guard flanking.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
man.
scary.
Yeah.
This is so scary, but it's secured by Dank Engine. But will it matter? Salvo very low, being forced out of this fight. But Dub Drum is the first cancel. Now on the wind, actually getting a lot of damage onto Vivaret. A kill goes to the Belmelk onto Vivaret, and now Hibbs is being focused. Hibbs is going to die. This is actually a really good fight. And why did that Glacial Fissure take so long to come out? This is going to be a clean fucking ace!
Oh, jeez.
And they
This
have a
game.
huge wave in top lane that they can ride in. On the wind's going to defend the base, while the rest of Thomas the Dank Engine go get a gigantic push in this top lane.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what? These team fights have been so swingy, yeah. It seemed like the perfect time for Sharkbait to fight. Like, this is it. Malphite ult coming in from the back, everyone's in the pit. We have Wombo, but
Yeah, they just didn't play the fight right.
Right,
I
exactly.
don't know what happens. Oh my god.
It's game.
Dank
It's
Engine
game.
to win.
Oh,
Dank
that's game.
Engine just won off of that fight.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I
Holy shit.
cannot believe.
Let's not take anything from TDE. Like, we all know it's a little sad Sharkbait lost here, but man, TDE, they coming in from the clutch, just from watching this game, I think they deserve the series.
Holy shit.
I don't know, man. They did so much to try and throw that last game, and they should have lost that fight at Baron. There were misplays within that fight real bad. I don't know why Failed Destiny didn't have a Glacial Fissure used earlier. Maybe it had just come up and I didn't catch that.
Yeah, dude, Phil Destiny's
they-
making me look like a jabroni, man. I like go on this little rant, like, oh man, he's playing Braum so well. Then the late Glacial Fissure, man, just throws it all out the window.
Okay. Zaku and
Zaku and
Devout Milk.
yeah, let's get Milk in here. 22 assists, man. Look at this guy.
it looks like Milk's already offline.
Oh, jeez.
Well, let's just interview Zaku then.
Alright.
User left your channel.
So, gonna pull up some quick stats here while I have a chance.
User was moved to your channel.
Zaku with 60 assists. No, sorry, that's not refreshed for the most recent game.
Wait,
Maybe that's
60
cheating.
assists? What?
No, you had more than that, I think.
Over the course of the series, I think. he's
Oh,
talking
okay.
about.
So, how do you feel about Janna ults?
That last game, I mean, with the exception of that last one, I feel like I was really on point. I noticed a strange interaction there the first time Yasuo went in on, I forget who it was, but I just panic alted and it turned out to work out really well. So I just waited for him to ult every time after and just countered it with mine. I don't know exactly what it does, but it gets him off of my carry, so
I
Yeah.
cannot explain how happy that description makes me for such a good fucking play. And you're sitting here like, I don't know what happened, but it was cool, so I did it again.
Yeah, so the first time was pure panic, and then you're like, oh, yeah, I got it.
And there was another one. Thrifty almost shit himself when we were in our blue side jungle by Baron. He got Malphite ulted
Yep,
and
over the
Yasuo
wall, yeah.
ulted, and I ulted and scattered them all.
Yeah,
And we all got out.
that was the exact same team fight once again, and like I said, it's a fucking flowchart, and you guys executed it perfectly.
Yes.
Well, I guess there was almost a turning point in the game where you guys sort of went into a lull and gave up a couple team fights. Especially that Baron miscalculation. Did you guys were like, oh yeah, easy Baron? Like you guys didn't even think about it?
There was a miscommunication there. We assumed that On the Wing was going to come help us with Baron, and he backed instead. And we just had a small lapse in the communication there, so that's why we had to back off.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask the tough question.
Sure.
I'm gonna be honest. You guys kind of look like shit tonight.
Oh no, I think we look like shit too. Honestly, I think
What are you gonna
Sharkbait.
do to play Team Salt Shaker, who have looked so much better than everyone else all season next week?
Practice. I mean, I'm not gonna be cocky here, but Thrifty mentioned this right before I got pulled into this room that Sharkbait has been the only team that's beaten us when we were at our full 5. I think the last time we played Salt Shaker, we had our full 5 and we did beat them. Granted, Wes was on a clock, but we did beat them both at our full strength. But
interesting. Yeah, so you guys are the only team to have beaten them so far.
That's correct. Yeah.
Next week on pay-per-view.
Right.
Well,
All right. Anyone else have any closing questions they'd like to ask?
nope.
Well,
No, sure, Trey. I had 5 questions lined up, but no, I don't.
Dude. That whole series.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Zaku,
Yes,
did you watch last week's games?
I did repeatedly.
Do you have
That
any
was your
questions
first
you'd like to
mistake.
ask 30 and Tree and Dan while they're here?
No, what the fuck? Swift, shut the fuck